On the table today, we are checking out the all-new Heroes of Goo Jitsu Glow Shifters. Last time we Goo Shifted, this time we are Glow Shifting, whatever that means. Hey everyone, I am Dan. Thank you for joining in today. We have so much glow to shift. Many heroes are on table today, still looking for a couple. I think an ultra rare, maybe another double pack, but I think we still have plenty of glow to shift of goo right here today. So let's begin. Let's crush the cores inside and produce the glow inside.
Squirrel Stampede!
So let's take a look at Blazagon first, of course. Great card art, as always, like he's just about to work a barbecue and pull up that grill. Crush the cores, goo glows in the dark. How am I gonna film the glowy? Collection alert! I think we found everything except for, as always, ultra rare. Gotta still look for a Gigatusk. Although I did finally find Corruptagon. Ow! He's glowy. And that really hurt my hand. Oh. So remember, with some of these Goo Shifters, Goo Glow Shifters, it does take time. This one says even 4 hours. Blazagon, you gotta get out. We gotta see that fancy belt. Blazagon out. So close to even standing. But every time. So if you like a very clear liquid-filled Blazagon, don't pop it. This is all you got right now. Stop right there. But if you want a Goo Glow Shift, you gotta find the core. And there the core is. Ooh. Looks different this time. Looks like a vial of doom. I see a lot of little aqua beads ready to burst out. Now, if you recall, first Goo Shifter's Blazagon was a metallic-y color. He has been resting on his back for a while, so that is why it's all over his back, like he just laid down onto a sizzling frying pan. And so maybe just squeeze him up and it'll mix up and around. Ooh, that is a really nice leather belt. That's not going anywhere. Okay, let's test our finger strength and give this core a crush. Maybe a Goo Shift or a Glow Shift. What do you think it could be? Ooh, it's tight. Tight already. Somehow, we gotta find a way to break this. Giving it some squeezes, and it's getting kind of frothy in there. Is there anything in there? It's Blazagon, the washing machine. Well, I assume I broke the core and something's floating around in here, although I don't really see it yet. Does he glow? Does he glow? I am detecting just a light bit of glow there. I now see the water beads. They've moved down to his feet, but they have not grown yet, so we're going to need to grow those beads. They have been released, and they do glow quite slightly, but he needs some time, so we're gonna give him some time. Funny how I didn't even detect those water beads, but now you can see those at the bottom of his foot. They are in there, they were released, but they just need time to grow. What do you got to know? Tritops is back. Tritops, that sounds like something you would also cook on a barbecue. Tritops looking like he wants to just poke you in the eye or something. Also, very trendy designer loincloth belt. Everyone's gonna want one of those. Crush the core, glow in the dark. Also, with a 4-hour wait time. We might need to start up a new time-consuming hobby, maybe. Some knitting or something in between the glow grow. Let's get Tritops out before we eat him. Tritops also so close to standing with these such wide footprinted feet and the tail. You always think, oh, I bet I can get them to stand. Maybe when the water beads build up, they'll be more rigid and sturdy for standing. I see the energy core. The Glow Shifter core is in there, also full of water beads ready to be squirted out. It's like a little vial this time, and the top will pop off and then the water beads will roll on out. Easier to see with the green. It's almost easier to see the Glow Shifters inside the Glow Capsule core before crushing. Now let's give it a crushing blow, see if it comes out. There they go. There they go. Oh, right down to his tail. They all settled in his tail and one of his feet. That's pretty funny. but pretty impressive. They are glowing. A lot easier to see this one. Maybe I gave it extra charge, but I think Tritops is going to be the one to get because of just the glowy clear green of it. So we'll give Tritops a few minutes to relax in his sauna recliner where he will get some manicures on those Tritop tips of his. Next up in line, it's Sky Blue Tyro. Aw, how cute. Not so cute when he rips out your throat and punches you though. Gosh. Tyro also with that nice form-fitting leather belt. So with Tyro, do we have to wait with the core? What do we got with Tyro? I think it's just goo filling this time. Imagine that, a Goo Shifter with goo filling. Never thought it possible. So I'm guessing he's going to be more in tune with what we saw with Blazagon from before, with that shiny metallic inside. Will that be what we see from Tyro? Let's open up, find out. Great minty fresh mouthwash. It's Tyro. Ooh, that looks soothing to the roots of your teeth. Very liquidy, light blue, tasty, but nonetheless probably terribly poisonous. Really like the clear skin with this one right through him. You can see right through. It's probably going to enhance the glow quite a bit. Getting in close to that core. Where is that core? Ooh, yes, this vial feels less orby and a little more milky. Probably very glowy. But not so glowy detectable like the water beads. It's a little bit harder to project right now, maybe as it mixes in, but his core is glowing. Let's see if we can give it a squeeze in the dark here. Where is it gonna go? Is it gonna go this way? I think it's gonna go towards my thumb. And so crushing away. There's the pop. I see it instantly filling up like a reservoir through his arm. Glowy chemical substance throughout. So now the mouthwash has been backwashed with whatever Tyro ate earlier, probably maybe some like mints or something. Now you can't really see through the skin any longer, which is a sad thing, but now his whole body will glow. What I'll do here is bring down the light. Oh, sorry Tyro. Bring down the light here a little bit. We're gonna just bathe him in intense light. See a little bit of oh, look at that, under his tail, some of the chemicals had really gathered in there, so you gotta give him a big squeeze wash. Let's reduce the lights now. And okay, we've got a glow. It's interesting, it wants to settle down into his tail, but it is going throughout his body. Maybe they could have filled in a little more, or we'll just mix it up a little more. And we've got a pretty glowy Tyro here. That's interesting. Totally different than what we've seen in past series with this goo glow filling. Very interesting. And that belt. You can still see that beautiful leather belt. Thanks for stopping by, Tyro. Note to self, get all my light switches on one master switch so I don't have to keep switching 100 switches. There we've got, is this a villain? We've got Scorpius here. I don't think Scorpius is a hero pack. They always call them all hero packs now. Scorpius has to be bad. Of course, we all know a scorpion is just a squirrel without any fur. This one is in very vibrant green yellow. Wow, my eyes. I mean, just look at that. That's a villain's hat right there. That's a villain. Those eyes, he's scary. And we're also going to crush the cores and more goo glows in the dark. I think I see more weird floaters in there this time. But it is indicating not water beads, so they're probably just maybe floaters, or maybe it's just more chemicals. I can't tell. It's either chemicals or floaters. Let's see that core if we can get them out. Okay, Scorpius here. Maybe too bright to film. Do we have any filters to help out? Okay, I don't think that filter works. No, that filter doesn't work either. Yeah, he's just too bright. None of these filters seem to be helping, but he is stretchy, very stretchy, and I like the claws. Very crab-like, but it is Scorpius. With that Scorpius, that is the smallest Scorpius tail. What the? I mean, maybe he didn't want it competing with the look of his very fancy pointed belt, but they could have gone a little bit stronger, a little bit larger with this tail. I don't know, Scorpius, you've got a very small scorpion look to you. But in there we've got the core, and he's going to be more gooey. So let's get some light on him. Oh, sorry. Ow, that's a lot of light. getting some light on Scorpius. How does that feel?
Painful.
Alright, let's lift up, see what we got. How's that energy core doing? Whew, there's some glow, a little bit of green glow to it. These cores will glow a little bit with all that ooze inside. Can we now break it? It's a little vial. You find that top of the vial and we're going to give it a squeeze. And also the washing machine effect. Make sure you just multiply squeeze this in and out. That way the water works in and out and swishes throughout. And give it a mix. Really mix that throughout the appendages and even onto that tiny, tiny little scorpion tail, which I think I see some of the ooze going in. So this is very similar to what Tyro did. What do we got? Will he glow? And very low, undetectable glow with this one. Just a tiny bit has settled on those arm spikes and the tail again. Not as much excitement on this one. This is a low glow. This is a low glowy one. Maybe too much thick skin on him? I'm not sure, but maybe we'll give him some time. And Scorpius will give us a show later. Funny because scorpions are very glowy with ultraviolet light in the wild. One more single pack to look at, the very popular Goo Shifters Bengal. Bengal has been around in the first series of Goo Shifters, and I think she's rocketing up the charts as being a favorite. Possibly because if she's not your favorite, she's gonna punch you about 100,000 times with those punchy paws of hers. Crush the core, Goo glows in the dark, I'm super mushy, it says. And I think we've got more aqua beads. So we also have a 4-hour wait with this one, but I think the wait is going to be worth it because as the aqua beads grow, these things look fantastically packed. Look no further than Goo Shifter's Rockjaw. When I first broke his energy core, it took a while for the water beads to expand, but at this point they've expanded so much, they've made him so thick and so strong. They look great too. They're just so awesomely engorged. Also, the Rockjaw Evo over time has evolved into a pretty terrific water bead squeezer. Very, very stress relieving. I could just feel all the troubles of the world melt away. Oh yeah. But back to Bengal. Let's open her up so we can prep her for crushing the core. Gotta say, I like the moment before they're crushed when you can still peer right through their very clear skin. You can see that with Bengal pretty well right through here. She's not completely clear, she's got a little bit of a purple hue to her, and I see those energy beads in her core on her back. Another vial of doom. Maybe some light blue beads in there. I wonder if those will crack open. And also a very stylish, I don't even know what to call this belt. It's like an ultra belt chest neck combo deal. Soon to be sold at Walmart for everyone to wear. So what I like to do now is I like to get that lamp right in on her and really get that core to light up glow. So that way when you break them in the dark, the beads are at full intensity charged. Light charges these things, so you gotta charge away. And she should be ready to go now, if not completely ultravioleted. There's definitely some blue power to this core. Those water beads are just ready to go. So we've got it in a good position up in her shoulder. Let's see if we can give it a squeeze out. And there they go, instantly down to her feet. That's so funny. They instantly want to travel out and about. Make sure you give this pod, I see several more beads in there. Make sure you really give them a wash out. And they're ready to grow on her toes. And so we'll give Bengal a 3-hour tour. And last up, actually found a 2-pack. I don't often see the 2-pack versus packs so early in the game, but there they are, Goo Shifters. We've got exclusive Ultra Glow Blazagon. What does the Ultra Glow do versus Shadow Fang Viper? And a really interesting Shadow Fang Viper with tail who is very stretchy. So Blazagon again with the 4-hour wait water beads, but I think the water beads is what's going to really glow. Shadow Fang Viper, just a tight squeeze. Also out there, another Ultra Glow Tyro versus Shadow Claw Rockjaw. And shall we roll these guys out of pack? Yeah, there's definitely no standing with this guy. Maybe if I hold his tail. Same thing with Blazagon. So kind of a cool combo pack. I really like the snake-like look with this one. Look at that tail. And obviously you're gonna really want to stretch this out like 100 million miles or maybe like 3 feet. Looks to see maybe some sort of really stretchy molasses inside. Shadowfang has that like really honey glue goo inside, just a honeyness. I can't tell if it's the skin that's giving us this fuchsia pink or if it's the goo inside. The skin here could be a little bit of both. Really tight and stretchy with these. It's got that really heavy honey, really kind of solid feel to it. Fantastic head sculpt too. I like the black with the purple down the back and the blue ears, if you can call those ears on a snake, I don't know. And a very trendy shoulder scarf too. Then for the Blazagon look, and if you've already forgot what we saw earlier just a few moments ago, this Blazagon more in a red tone, a pinkish red tone with clear liquid inside, still letting those water beads down by his feet grow. I think they've gone a little bigger. Yeah, they've probably doubled or tripled in size, but they need to really grow and fill up his body. This one, more of a yellow, clear yellow skin tone, and you can see his vial inside. His core inside, and maybe some yellow beads in there. Yellow beads. See if we can find a better angle. Yeah, I can see some yellow beads. Those should be very interesting to fill up his body. So let's give them a charge. Charging away. Okay, I think that's enough mix-up charging. Shall we give him a explosion? And I do detect a very greenish yellowy glow and a squeeze. That core's extra tight on this one. Most of these have been pretty easy today. There we go. And erupteth from his core everything, right down to his feet, right down to the feet. So another 4-hour tour for this one. Ooh, don't kick the camera, dude. Stop it. Yeah, so a little bit of fist punching action too to behold. But we're gonna let these grow. We're gonna let these grow for 4 hours. Maybe read a book or something. A book on Goo Jitsu. Waiting for Goo Jitsu. Waiting. And while we wait, the Candy Sweetheart Coercion Part 7. The squirrels deal with giant candy T-Heart Rexes. Well, that certainly did not go to plan. We are more powerful than ever. Begin Phase 2. The larger they are, the more space to advertise. Rob the bank. That's ridiculous. At that size, they could do it themselves. Hey, where did Barry go? Uh-oh. We have to stop Barry. With this intellect, the town will be doomed. To be continued. Okay, how are we doing here? How are we doing? It's about 2 hours in. They're looking puffy. They're looking puffier. That last half hour especially really did it. I went for a quick walk and there were still a lot of floaters, but I'm starting to see a lot of firming up, jelloizing of the water beads inside. There's now more water bead space than liquid space now. Aha, now we're talking. Look at the second double pack Blazagon. This one is glowing quite a bit, probably the best one. The clear skin on this one really helps less inhibit the glow beads from producing through. You can see kind of how some of the glow beads have less charge, so when you place them up to a light, you really kind of gotta mix them a whole bunch. Tritops, probably the second best. We saw a really good glow from Tritops earlier, so that is looking terrifically bright. Not so much on our first Blazagon. I think the red skin is really making it difficult for these beads to come out. Perhaps another way would be to try and get a light on them when squeezed out. See if this works. See if we can squeeze out some of these beads into the light. Stretch that skin out, and a little better that way. A little bit that way helps, but still a little bit difficult with the thick skin Not much from Bengal. A really pretty blue though. I think she's going to need a little more work, a little more light mixture there. Just keep mixing her up, stretch her out a little bit, and give her a makeover in the light. See how that worked. Oh, those are cool. The blue beads are cool. But when you place against this one, he's actually like illuminating the table, this Blazagon, second Blazagon, whereas you don't get as much from Bengal. But they need a couple more hours still. We're only about halfway. I'm going to give them the full night, a full night's rest, so we know for sure we're at maximum capacity. Okay, it's been at least a 12-hour gap now, and we are just tanning in the sunlight, getting our guys charged up. Everyone feels puffy. Their water beads are ready to go. Definitely give them that full night over 4 hours, and then they're really gonna puff up. Not as firm as Rockjaw from before. I don't know if it's just because of these spikes that make him feel just so overly tough, or maybe they just fit in a few extra water beads on this one. The beads in these feel just about right. Everything is compacted just about right. And we've given them plenty of light. It really helps to kind of mix them, stretch them, pull them, and hopefully get every angle of those beads some light. The more charge, the better. So now we can test them out at night. Whoa, there we go. So actually, Tritops almost might be the winner right now. Just a little bit brighter than what we've got from Blazagon. This is the second Blazagon with the clear skin, so it's easier to see all those beads, but they are very brightly glowing. And I think I got a pretty good mixture on him. And you can see each and every bead. That looks so cool. And Tritops, just the green. I like the green. I think Tritops is now my favorite for sure in this collection. It's been the best effect with Tritops. And then of course, Bengal has those pretty blue, and we really kind of want to overly charge those as best we can because they don't stand out as well. I wish all of these had a lighter skin tone. I think it would have helped so much. Squish that one around. Takes a moment for the camera to adjust, and there's Bengal. Pretty good actually. She's really starting to brighten up. It's interesting how some of her beads seem to have a half and half look. I don't know if you can totally see that, but it feels like the beads on her body, like the way the glow is inside each bead, there's a little bit of halfsies in how it glows. But it certainly looks pretty neat. Maybe we just need to mix her up a little more. And then our first run single packed Blazagon, just a little harder to see with that red skin. But they are packed in there too. Just give them some recharge time. The more charge in heavy light over and over again sometimes really gets these guys to glow when you stretch them. I think the glow beads actually kind of are seen a little bit better too, because that way you're stretching that plastic skin out a little bit. Helps them glow. And of course, don't forget about Tyro here. Ooh, Tyro's looking pretty good actually. Look at that. It's on his tail again. And then you kind of mix it up. And he's actually really doing well this morning. Oh, wow. That's pretty neat. So Tyro coming back for some extra points. I wish they could have put just a little more in though. I think it would have worked just with a little bit more. The material inside is kind of floaty. It's cloudy right now, but it will settle into a certain spot. And it's hard to charge when it's a liquid. So you almost got to charge it when it's in. Oh, even better. Look at that, pretty good. That's really good. So Tyro just went up about 5 points in the last little bit. Let's check out Scorpius, who it's all on his back right now. That's more like a scorpion right now. If you put a ultraviolet light on a scorpion, you're gonna get stuff like that. And so let's see if I can charge it while it's in its spots. And then like give it a mix. Let's see what we get with Scorpius here. Not as much. I just don't get as much glow. There's some. It's all in his tail. Look at that. It's all in his tail. There's some, but each of these kind of have their own strengths. And so Tyro's really come back to life, so that's pretty nice. So overall with these, I would say I'm pretty impressed. I wasn't sure at first. I wasn't sure if the glow effect was going to be strong enough because in the past it has not been in certain ways. But it turns out it works if the skin is right. Tritops and the second Blazagon from the double pack works the best. Those certainly glow a lot, and Tyro's starting to come back in points on that too. You get a little bit of mixed results with Bengal and this Blazagon, but they're still pretty interesting to look at. So I think it's a definite win for the Glow Shifters. They're certainly very interesting to fidget with. And that's the heroes of Goo Jitsu Glow Shifters. What do you think? If you liked today's video, please give us a squake, a squirrelibe, squammet your favorite Goo Glow Shifter. Thanks so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that.